any of those drills you use on the floor, again, it comes with the stretching, visuals, stretch, stretch, stretch. I can't emphasize stretching enough. It's gonna get a lot of those issues out of the way. This one I love because, you know, again, we'll have to maybe decide how we want to put it in the lesson plan as far as language. But ideally, you know, if you are starting a lunge, you want to see, you know, again, see that's not a big enough lunge. So like sometimes when they get, let's talk team. When they get to team, a lot of times you see a lift because then it forces the big lunge. If they don't have the lift, just encourage a bigger lunge. Because small lunges, you can't get that nice lever, right? From here to here, that's not really a lever. So it's, you want more like here to here. So just keep that in mind, just try to get those lunges big. But this one kind of, see, I'm doing the lever one, right? Yeah, okay. So this is way too short for me. I want it to be so that I'm actually like here. But we'll just pretend. So again, big, nice bent leg for stability. Front toe a little bit out here. This is just a take out, again, take out the thinking. Because when they're trying to do it from a lunge, they're thinking about their lunge, they're thinking about their hand placement. Take out as much thinking as you can. From here, 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 here. Not here, not here, here, right? Nice and level. I'm probably not level. I have no flexibility anymore, but pretend I'm level. Okay, from there, from your lever, whoops, not long enough. From your lever, touch, lever, and back. So again, that's why this needs to be taller, because I shouldn't be doing as much work. I should literally just be like leaning, going back. So I love this one because that's the hardest part of the handstand. Kids are not sticking handstands because they're going like this, right? And they're just hanging out there, and then they're like, oh yeah. So this one is really important for that back strength, core strength, hip strength, all that jazz. When talking about head position, when you're doing handstand cartwheel, this kind of comes about too. Looking at the hands, but not like head out, right? So like neutral, but looking at the hands. So it's here. I'm looking down at the end of the beam, always looking at the end of the beam, then the hands, then the foot, and finish. Oh gosh, come on. Okay, front. I know you guys had a drill on lunges. Front toe out a little, back foot out. So you don't, if they're doing this, that's not stable. You want them, I don't know if you can see my feet, but you know, out. So you got more, the more of the foot that can be on the beam, the better. You know, again, end of the beam, hands, foot, back at the end of the beam. I know a lot of, I'm guilty of this. Look at the wall. Well, where's the beam? So, anytime you're on beam, no matter where you're on the beam, your chin is up, eyes are down. Okay? Even beginners. Because a lot of time, right? So, eyes at the end of the beam, but don't let them drop their head. Of course, beginners will probably drop their head a little, well, okay. End of the beam. Even if they're here, they still can see the end of the beam, so they know when to turn around. Then it's end of the beam. A lot of your falls come because the eyes aren't focused. That was kind of off topic, but okay. So I encourage handstand flat back. What you notice, most handstands are here, okay? Because what are they afraid of doing? Going over, okay? So I encourage the handstand flat back. Start on low beam. They don't need to be on high beam. It shows a high beam, sure, that's intermediate. Again, you want these drills to grow with them so they're not bored. So you can get up there. Change it up, put a wedge. So then they're landing more diagonal. Anything you can do to make it feel new, but you're still doing the same drill, getting the same results, okay? When you're doing the handstand flat back, you can see in the next picture, doing a lot of holds. Mandy, can you come, where'd you go? There you are. Sorry. I mean, if anyone else wants to demonstrate, come on. She already had her shoes on, ready to go. So show me a nice big lunge. Oh, again, yeah, go ahead. No, I don't want to use my socks, that's mean. That's gross. Okay, Visuals, visuals, visuals. Get a little circle, something. Get those arms over, something. They need visuals or they're just gonna plop their hands down. So handstand, hands here, and just hold. Yeah. So if I'm just holding here, her eyes on hands, yep. So see it's sort of in, but it's still on the hands, then I can really focus on shape. Of course she has a nice shape. Normally it's not gonna be this nice. And then from here, I want you to split. Oh, sorry, like to lunge. Oh, am I holding the wrong leg? Yeah. Okay. Okay, there you go, lunge. And then I'm ready for here. Okay, so normally actually, let me show the correct spotting, that would occur. Normally you do that kind of separate, so do it again. I'll spot better this time. Hips, always hips. I'm a hip girl. You're not gonna lose with hips, because they're not gonna, if they drop their arms or their legs, you still have something to grab onto. Hips, there. Holding now, split. And then, here's where that hip thing comes in again. How many times are they like this? If I'm here, I'm forcing that hip down. Okay, thank you. That's the same for the cartwheel too. Force that hip. Most falls on beam because they come here and then they're like, woo, and then they're on the floor. The picture shows too something fun. Just once they have mastered the handstand, and they should really more just be working on sticking, throw the block up, hold the block. So you're eliminating that fear of going over, and then they're focusing on the sticking. Then you can watch and see, are they looking at their foot? Most kids are, what did you see on your way down? Your eyes even open, come on. Trying to get for their foot. You can put a stamp on their foot, scrunchie, I'm sure you guys have some fun stuff laying around. Draw a star, well maybe not, because parents might not like that, but stamp or something, stick. The same idea, hands start on the beam, and definitely get your visual out. But again, eliminate the fear. Doesn't matter where, I mean you can draw a line, whatever, but eliminate that fear. They're focusing on one thing at a time. When they're trying to focus on their hands, their feet not falling, it gets complicated. So just take away a part of that by doing it just on a mat. And I would even, yeah, it's a floor beam, but still have them practice off the floor beam, just so they're only think, let's focus on hand placement, which reminds me, what is your preference on hand placement? Sideways? Okay. Some people like the weird, like, oh no. Yeah, I'm like, sideways. Yeah, some people do the second hand around. So yeah, sideways. Okay, here's where the people who don't like beam can start liking beam. A lot of times it's like, oh my gosh, how many card rolls can I do? How many handstand cartwheels are we gonna do today? Seriously. So, keep it simple. Beam is ankle strength, right? We all get bored. Hey kids, line up. Okay, follow me. They're getting arm strength. They're practicing balance, right? Okay, other leg. Okay, leg out. Other leg. Behind you. Tree. I mean, here. Practice for turns. Here. Just be creative. Have fun. It's like dance class, right? Make them do some moves. Have some fun. And even just holding, I would do flat. Then once they've mastered the flat and can kind of hold their shape, get up on those toes. Same thing. Just holding. You can do whatever you want. Hold the beach ball, whatever. I think a lot of time with beam, we're like, skills. Just, they can't stick the skills if their ankles are weak and their calves are weak. Also remind me, this is another coach friend of mine reminding me, we're doing a lot of releve in gymnastics. Please try to remember they have to strengthen the shin. So try to get them, it can be on the floor too. Just every day, try to get them lifting, probably easier on the hard surface, but it can be off, this is way too squishy. It can be on the floor, off the beam. For the little guys, you can try and see if they can handle that. We tend to get cramps or develop this muscle, and then they have, this is where shin splints. What's the knee one? Asgusslaughter. I had that thanks to this. So please get them. They can just, stay tight. But the little kids will probably need a little wave because they're not going to be able to just like So please, please do that. So get creative, have fun with that. I'm gonna skip down to number 3 first, just since I'm here. I've spoken to a lot of team coaches, and they get frustrated because the kids, not your team coaches, but just in general, the kids get there from the rec program. They've only done 1 jump, ever. Like they don't do them in a row. So I want you to think about, if you are working straight jumps, once they've mastered it, okay, now 2. 1, 2, finish. Oh, sorry, I should have my other beam. I'm staring at the invisible beam over there. But 2 in a row, 3 in a row, encouraging rebounding, plus it forces the proper shape. If they're like this and they're trying to do 2 in a row, I mean, it's not gonna work. So they'll start to naturally figure out, hey, if I'm tight, I can do 2 in a row, I can do 3, 4. Same as splits. Please, please, please start some stuff sideways. I could never do, a lot of gymnasts can't do anything sideways on the beam because everything's this way. Get them sideways. Just straight jump. See, I can't even do it because I just never was taught. You gotta get sideways. And holding, same thing. Get them sideways.
Where do you have them look sideways?
Oh, good point. Yeah, yeah. So even if they're like practicing, like, you know, look.
No, I meant when you're doing side jumps. Where?
Oh, I'm sorry. But you do make a good point, because we want kids to be able to not just be like zombies, right? I mean, because we want them to be able to like turn and, you know, you can play with dance. Where's our dance lady? Yes, you can show them some beautiful dance work too. Because even if you're here, they, you know, that's a here. Because it's practicing balance. You're not on the beam and team like, you know, you're gonna move your head, right? So, but okay, yes. So when you're turning, you want me?
Yeah. Do you have them focus the end of the beam or out? They used to always say out.
Out and down. Yeah. So like if I'm here, I want them looking at that beam.
Well, there's some clubs that say the end of the beam, so I just figured that here.
Oh, like this?
Yeah.
That's if you're turning.
Okay.
Yes. So like let's say we're doing turning. I'm looking down, then I'm looking at the end of the beam. So, because you still
landing sideways, you're looking at it.
Yeah, yeah. So if I'm turning, it's here, here. Yeah, I see. Yeah, some gyms like to do this. This is what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, some gyms like to do that. I mean, I've had success both ways. I think with that, it's more what the gymnast is comfortable with. I personally like looking forward so I can kind of focus and then turn when I was doing like jumps. Because if you think about it, if you're doing a wolf 3/4, you're landing here. You're not, some gyms, I do, you see them here. That's fine. But that gymnast is going to have to be really strong because otherwise it's, you know, something's going to give. So that's more upper level too, but I think it more depends on the gymnast really. When I was in college, it was half and half. So good point though, yes. And I don't think, as far as the judge's perspective, it doesn't really matter. But some works for some works for the other. Let's see. Oh, real quick. The last one, number 4. Again with that lever, if you with the older girls, just, okay, now I say draw a straight line, pretend there's a pencil, draw a straight line over the beam, on the wall, to the ceiling. Because it's usually something like that. Most of your falls are from obviously all the other things I already mentioned, but again, it's this. You lose your center of balance when the arms come out. So it's drawing a line and up. Gargle, handstand, practically anything, you know, that you're tumbling, back walkovers. Make sure they're drawing that line and arms are in. Okay, I think we're good with that. I think that was it for that. Oh, fun kick. So again, if you're bored on beams, start kicking. Younger kids, probably get them up on something because they're gonna be confused how to like flex and point. So get them up, just kicking. Not this, right? This doesn't move. Just doesn't have to be big. Just practicing, getting ready for those leaps. You know, other leg, same thing. Right, arms out. You don't want this too high for them because then they're kind of like, so either like here or lower, you know, so they can have a nice line here. You can just, oh, with sideways, you let me know if you agree. I do not believe in this. it's a little in front because most gymnasts don't have the flexibility to get out here. Higher levels, yes, I mean, it goes up and it goes out and then it goes back in. But for little guys, I mean, they can, it's probably gonna be more like here, but ideally, it's much, because if you go back here, I can't go anywhere. I can't, my hip's popping out, so hip under is up like that. Okay, backwards, again, we don't need high, because you really don't, until they're older, we don't really want them like dunking. So you can do it in isolation, just up and down, you can do swings, both in and out, you know, just swings. I think the problem is too, we think that these rec kids can't handle this stuff, but this is the stuff that's gonna make it so they can get their switch leap or their, you know, split leap or whatnot. Then of course, once they get older, they'll be able to figure out like point, flex, point, you know, so they can figure it out a little bit. They should be up on their toes too if they want. So as they get older, you can, little guys need the block. Did we get it all? Okay, I think we got it all. So throw those beam questions out here. Oh, turn. I didn't put it on there. As soon as we have it. Okay. Again, isolation. Don't start here. You're gonna get this. You're gonna get this. I mean, just don't even, just wait. Just here. Okay? Don't even worry about arms. Here. Right? We're just doing spins. Quarters. Halves. Just practicing. This is way too high. I mean, at the most, up here. I start on the floor on just a line. Because you want, it's a turn, all it is a heel flick. That's it. Sometimes I just say, okay guys, flick your heels. They just flick away. Okay, stand, flick your heel. Because when they start winding, then it ends up, you lose that heel turn. It just turns into kind of like a, and they just kind of glide on their toe. Some of the other thing about toes, I show them, they're right here, that big kind of chunky part on the ball of your foot maybe, but I'm not sure. I show them that, and I say, you know, get that on the beam, you know, feel it, run around. It's kind of like a ball that's on your foot, and it's there to help you turn. You see a lot of kids, you'll know if it's wrong, because you get the toe spread. And then their toes get stuck, you'll see their toes kind of go, whoa. So if you see that, then try to get, it's almost like leaning in, not in necessarily, but you know, you're only on this part, not here. So turn, that's something they can do while they're waiting for you to set up beam. Just hold, you know, and then try the quarters. And then try, you know, I wouldn't worry about like this in position too much until they figure out that heel flick. And again, we don't want to be moving forward, backward, just in one spot. Sydney, how much time we got? 1 minute? Mm-hmm. Do you want me to quick do leaps since we're? Sure. Yeah. Okay. Again with leaps, eliminate that fear. So you only get one step, just like vault. Eliminate the steps. One step. Leap. That's it. You can put, you know, again, you can put some sort of thing to leap over. The goal is to get as far as possible, but also height. So again, you know, that's why we're always going up onto something. I don't let them do it on the beam until they can master. I keep raising it up because you want them to practice. And even at the beginning, just put, you know, okay, you don't really necessarily want them going up at the beginning. Just one step over. Most of the issues with leaping is figuring out, the hardest part for them is to figure out, okay, step, leap. Usually it's like, whoa, and then, you know, it's like leapity, leapity, leap. So that's a good way to isolate it. And I'd say the same thing for floor. So, good? Overwhelmed? Over it? Well, thank you guys. And I know I'll be a resource too, so